Enzo and Diego. Diego! He's gonna bite you, Diego. Diego! Stop that now. So Diego's got the claws. He can hurt Enzo very easily. And he does. We all know that now. We've learned what happens. But when Enzo gets angry, he can inflict a very serious bite. Not because he wants to, but because Diego hurts him, and then he will defend himself against the small little pain, and he could really hurt Diego very bad, because those teeth are not to be played with. He can take him down anytime he wants. He is very cautious and he does not want to fight. Don't get me wrong, he plays the game. He wants to win. But Diego ends up hurting him, especially on the shoulder, every day. So that is a very big problem that I have. And that was a problem that we discussed. And that is a problem that went to court. And that is a problem that I am left with, well, let's just say, we call it die gebakte pere in Afrikaans. It means the baked pears. I don't know if pears are that bad when you bake them, but I'm left with that. And yeah, you learn things in time, but you can also predict things that is going to happen, and you have to deal with reality. And there's always some person who does not agree with you. You know, it's so funny for me here in South Africa, where when I went to school, they had a subject that was called redenaars. That is like reasoning. That is like, say the opposite that the other person is saying and just keep on talking. And that was such a wrong subject to teach people. There's nothing wrong with teaching people to speak their mind, but it is wrong to tell people, now go against this person, play devil's advocate. Now you are in the opposite seats and just argue and just keep on fighting and try to win. If you win, well, you get full marks for this. And they were basically turning people against themselves. They were teaching people to lie, to take a fact and to twist it so much that it almost made sense to the person listening to both of the stories. And then, if your case was better than the other person's, the lying case, and it won, you got higher marks. And that trained people to become, well, I'm going to say psychopaths, because they are knowingly going against facts just to win, and then to see their system being implemented. And from there on, everybody else needs to just get ready to lose for a very long time until it can be corrected. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've seen that firsthand from school right up to where I am now. It is a joke, it is wrong, and it was a big mistake to have done that. But people are people. They will disagree with just about anything at any time. But now they are trained to do it. And that's a different ball game altogether. Now you are fighting for the right stuff against a person who has been trained to choose the wrong thing just because it's the opposite and run with it for as long as he can. And keep on lying until the very, very end. Until the results show. And then disappear. Now this is the part I didn't show in school. What do you do when it is proven that you were actually wrong? What is it that is left over for you as an individual? What do? Do you never go out of your domain again? Well, guys, that's what happens. A lot of lawyers will never be seen in the inside of a shopping mall. They simply cannot go there. They are, well, they've been beaten at their own game through the years. I thought about this a lot, and I remember the first day I realized, hey, the only person I've never seen in the mall is my lawyer. And that opened up a whole, well, can of worms. So, yeah, I had such a case, but we were able to go to court and take it further. But very few people get to do that. And very valuable information was exchanged. So, yeah, what can I say? These kind of things happens once in a lifetime. We now have the ability to record it, to pass it on to the next generation. But we never had it before. So we are basically starting all over. Yeah. One library burns down and you lose so much information. So we have to protect our information. I think the best way to keep our information is in our minds. And then we have to tell it in our old age. So, how does that work? Well, you have to become old first before you could know exactly how to and who to tell all these very finer points of doing everything. So it's important for the people who are of age these days to stay alive for as long as possible. That is the single most important thing now in the history of the world. The people who are of age need to stay alive in order to convey the truth about how life goes. Because history repeats itself, and that's a problem. Because we shouldn't let it, but we should know why it shouldn't happen. Yeah. So if you ever wondered what's the most important thing to do now, is hold on to your knowledge and have it ready in your mind to tell to someone. Because it gets recorded, it gets lost between all the junk recordings. There's certain things that was found out by accident in the last few months. That is really, really important. Go take a nap, Enzo. Yeah, I'll understand. Hey, Diego. Diego, he's so friendly, but guys, don't make a mistake. Don't make a mistake. Well, thanks for watching. Like always, have a great day. Beautiful, Enzo.